Right?
It does look like Einstein himself, but this is a hollow face, don't forget. Here's the piece being turned around very slowly to show that it's hollow that side, and then this side is all in grey. You're not supposed to see this side. Normally it's just the back of the mask. We keep turning around, and this nice effect here as he suddenly pops out to you, because although it's a hollow face, he's going to suddenly pop in your imagination to be a full face. An effect like that also, which is very remarkable, is when you tilt the piece back and forward like that, you get some very, very strange effects of the head tilting upwards and downwards, and the eyes seem to follow you up and down.
March 20th. It's about just past 9 a.m. It's absolutely freezing. And it snowed last night. Well, those for crepuscular rays. Avenue cloud phenomenon yet again. We have some kind of spaceship mothership here. Looks like the Battlestar Galactica. Make another video on Zoom. Might even get the Nikon out, but it's freezing. It's the max zoom with the Nikon. Sorry, with the iPhone 12 Max Pro. It's March 20th. Hopefully this will be heard because of the extreme wind and freezing cold temperatures, but one day after the equatorial arc of the sun, so we're just to the north of it now, trying to get a sighting of the sun, also studying clouds, the dilemma that we have of the sun physically being located above the clouds, yet appearing low on the horizon due to proximity of our viewpoint. As high objects in the sky go away from us, they appear lower on the horizon. All of it is apparent, not actual. So we're trying to understand the phenomenon of how clouds are being lit if the sun is physically not low on the horizon, but it is appearing low. So it's like, most of us never think about it, but we have to understand light. How it's doing that. Maybe a demonstration might be needed. But yeah, just re-understanding light from scratch, not paying attention to anything mainstream, rejecting all explanations because the source is untrustworthy, completely untrustworthy. Moon being lit, appearing to be brighter on the top right side and less bright as it goes to the left. The light seems like the light source is above and to the right, and of course there's the light source. Now, the argument of self-luminosity versus sun lighting the moon has to be considered. I believe it's a combination of both. Sun is lighting the moon due to the shadows, but to what extent? I think the moon has a degree of self-luminosity. Perhaps it's absorbing sunlight and incandescently radiating it and glowing. That's how I feel. It's just a hypothesis, but I think I'm going to go with it for now until I can re-understand light better. It's freezing. Hi, Cosmos. Good Cosmos. Just having a peanut? Come on, buddy. It's gonna be a cold night, Cosmos. Did you bring your blankets? Absolutely freezing. It's Cosmos's home. It's under there.
Figure out what you are, my little friend. And where you come from.
I saw part of the message.
About 2 minutes to film till my memory chip is finished, but I'm trying to zoom in on the craters to see how they are being lit. In the earlier video with my iPhone, I showed where the sun was. It's just amazing. Look at that. It's so windy. There you go. Ah, just missed it. There you go. So windy it won't keep still. Wow. The tripod I meant, not the moon. Trying to learn anything I can about the shadows on the knot craters. It's at the max zoom. My memory chip is finished. Okay, just a slow motion video of the moon at its highest quality in focus. And what I'm just looking at is the angle of where the light source is coming from in the knot craters. So if they are lit from the bottom like that, to me that indicates that the light source is apparently coming from above. And that's pretty like a simple observation, of course, yeah. But are those shadow angles the same everywhere on the moon? Or do they change due to what would be considered some degree of curve? Or would you say convexity or concavity, depending on how you look at it? Okay, guys, check it out. So this is the still photo, but I'm going to do some edits just for fun. So we can try and see if we can see what I'm talking about with that perimeter, which seems to be lit. Okay, so I'll do some edits. These are the usual edits that I usually do, but I'm going to pick a point where I find is satisfactory. However, what I'm going to do as an experiment, just prior to settling on it, just to explore this a little bit. Okay, so I'm aware of what that looks like. So for the sake of doing a proper edit, I'll leave it about there. But just so we know that existed, it's amazing to check that out. Wow. Increasing the clarity. Okay, so next what I usually do is go to sharpen. Just for fun, just to go all the way to 100. See, it looks like a highlighted rim. And then no highlight on the terminator. So that is being shown to us or displayed, or how it appears to our eyes as not the same as this. So if it's just, well, I think just make the observation first and then discuss it later, because this could get quite lengthy. Anyway, I'll just bring it back down to a more normal level. And then I think one more, I usually change this. It's amazing. Wow.